Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this post that Summer Walker posted on her birthday. She recently celebrated her birthday earlier in April, and this is what she had to say. She's 27 and rich. I can't believe all I've accomplished being so young. 3 beautiful, healthy kids, rich in love, rich in wealth, rich in knowledge, rich in spirit, and most importantly, rich in happiness. Blessed to make it another year. So that's what she posted on her Instagram, maybe her other social media, but this is what I saw on her Instagram. And I remember a time where, when you were not in an ideal situation, like even though you may have money, you may have a good job, you may have support from family, but if you were in an ideal situation, like for instance, may have children or have children, you have a child or children, and you are unmarried and you are no longer with the child's father. Long time people would tell you, you know what, I love my children, but if I would have to choose it again, I most likely wouldn't have them in this situation, especially if it's not an ideal situation where, you and your child's father or child's mother, you don't get along, the person is not involved. So long time people would advise people not to make that choice, even though most of the time it works out in a sense, like you may have people that support you, or you may end up you're able to have income that could alleviate some stresses, but it's not an ideal, because what's best for a child is to have a mother and father that love each other, that's on the same page, that live in the home to raise that child. Yes, and there are many kids that were raised by a single parent and that child turned out fine, because we're only looking at the outside. Hey, they finished college, they finished high school, they finished college, they got a good job, they have their own family or whatever, but we don't look deeper in that child, that son, that daughter, those sons or daughter, they do lack something, because whichever parent that was not involved or not around or whatever, they won't get what that parent has to plant inside them, whatever it may be, whatever it is. They will lack that. They may make it in life, yes. They may be successful, but there is something they're going to lack because they didn't get it from that other parent. And now you have this young lady who is, in a sense, it may not seem like she's glorifying, but in a sense glorifying. You know what? I'm 27. I'm rich. First thing she said, I'm young and rich. I have 3 beautiful children, but 3 beautiful children in not an ideal situation. She was with this guy. He had already had kids before, and then it didn't work out. And then within months, she got another boyfriend, and she had already had him around her daughter, which is his first child. And then with that guy, it didn't work out, and then that's the one who she has twins with. I remember this young lady has a lot of young people following her, because why? She sings a lot of breakup songs, a lot of heartbreak songs. That's what she sings. So a lot of our kids, because many of us are not advising them or whatever, they are getting into relationships, getting their heart broken. And where do they gravitate? When we get our heart broken, where do we gravitate to? We do not gravitate to say, hey, let me go look over all the red flags that I missed. Let me get more knowledge about the opposite gender. No, what do? We listen to breakup songs. And then that's where we connect. And it makes us feel better. But we don't learn anything. We don't gain new knowledge, so that we don't keep on making the same mistake. And then when we feel better, and if this person calls back, and you are not done with them, what do you end up doing? You go back to the person. Or if you're done with the person, you don't want to deal with it because of the drama, then what do? You end up attracting sometimes the same type of person, and this person might even be worse than what you left before, because we really didn't learn anything. So and this is why I'm talking about it. You have a lot of impressionable fans, even if it's one person to listen. This is not the ideal of the situation. Yes, you could have money. Yes, you could be rich and happiness and stuff like that. But having a child, having children in a situation where it's you by yourself. And remember, not too long ago, last year, she posted on her Instagram, her IG, that she needed a male assistant. This is what she said. So she said she needs a male assistant, 2K a month, age 25 and older, and have to have a car, have to know how to build stuff, preferably white or gay, just saying, and doesn't give a F about who I am or music, just needs you to come work. And that situation alone, having to go on IG to reach out to fans that yes, they follow you because they like your music, but you do not know them. To bring them around, to bring this person around, I'm sure they're going to do background check or whatever and stuff. But do you truly know who people are? Because sometimes this person might be so perfect. Oh my goodness, we so cool, but then is months, years down the line, you're going to find out, hey, this was not the person you were supposed to deal with. And then she's going to pay 2K a month, of course, for the person to be white or gay. They have to build stuff. Even if you're not married, if you had your child's father living with you, you wouldn't have need that, because why? He's there. My baby's father's here, or my husband, fiance, boyfriend is here, and he could do them stuff to me. But now I have to dish out 2K a month because, whether I didn't have the proper knowledge, or I didn't vet this person enough, that I had a child with and it didn't work out. So now I'm in the predicament where I have to reach out and find somebody to help me to build stuff. She may or may not need this person to take care of her children, but she does need an assistant. I'm sure it's not only going to be building stuff, because you're not going to be building stuff all the time, but at least she has a toddler, which is the little girl, and then she has twin boys. So I'm sure she's going to need him to carry the car seats. So you exposing your child to somebody that you really, really don't know, because their stuff, a background check will not show it to you. So this is why I'm saying you cannot. This is what she's 27, she's rich and stuff like that. But you who follow her, who may listen to her, or who doesn't know anything about her, but do not put yourself in this situation, because it's not an ideal situation and it does not work out. Because what Summer Walker still wants to, go party like this. She still wants to party. And this was the same young lady that was, complaining not too long ago that she just did her body, and now her body got messed up again. So she's going to have to, do it all over again. No, sometimes some people, when they have kids, depending on your genetics, you just go back, snap back in shape. Some of us, it's going to take some time. Some of us, we may never be able to go back how we used to be. But that's what comes with motherhood. I just believe she was not ready to get into motherhood at this time. She still had a lot of growing to do. But, supposedly falling into whatever people say, fall in love. I don't know about that. But, and then, sleeping with people, and then ended up being pregnant. And she was not really ready yet to be a mother. Though she's doing what the best she can do, taking care of her children providing for them, but she still wants to live her life in a sense, but not understanding when you have children, that is your life. That's the thing people don't understand. And when we don't understand that, we put our children, we make decisions, we may put our children in harm way by the certain decisions that we make. And then now I can understand probably why she wanted uh this is the assistant that she wanted to hire, is because look what one of the kids do. So that was at her daughter Bubbles. I think that's what she calls her, probably a nickname, or maybe that's her name. Who knows? That was at her birthday party, and as you can see, she said that she don't like loud noise, and it's when all the people, like 50 people, started saying happy birthday. That's why she did that. But we all know, who have had children, all children gonna try you. If they don't start off by doing that, they might hit you or slap you or whatever. It's gonna start subtle. Now, what you do after they finish do it will determine if they will do it again, and if it's going to escalate. So obviously, whenever it first happened, I don't know if she laughed or whatever, but not knowing, whatever the child do at home, that's what they're going to do. When you take them out, they're not going to act any different, because they young kids. So we have to teach them how to behave and what to do, and what behavior is appropriate in certain environments. Even if the child is young, people make excuses. Oh, that's their little kid, their little child, that let them be a child. That's why your child be acting certain ways out there. And this is coming from somebody that has family members that have over 5 kids, over 8 kids. And I have a sister, none of her kids went through no terrible truths. None of them at all. None of them. Because it's certain ways that you parent. But then people want to make you think that, yes, you made a mistake or whatever, and you do better. You take care of your child and stuff like that. But money is not going to fix it, or money is not going to make it right or fix it. It will alleviate certain stuff, but it's not going to fix it. It's not going to replace a father. It's not going to replace a mother. Because a child needs a father and mother to raise them. Certain people, situations, of course it's going to be benefit the child if you're married, just in case, God forbid, something happen. At least you and your child is what good. You in a house, you living with your boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever. You have a man right there with you. Anything that happens, your car break down or whatever, you don't have to deal with people robbing you. You call, hey honey, babe, something wrong with the car, something happened this, something happened that. You have somebody that you can count on. It's not all on you. All the burden is not all on you. And even if you're paying somebody, $2K a month, $3K a month, is certain stuff they cannot do for you. So it's always ideal that's why it's ideal to vet people. Look at their character. Know who you are, so that you can know what type of person that you need. What type of person with the characteristic that you need to move forward. So that's what I didn't like with this, being rich. Yes, you have 3 beautiful kids and stuff like that. But come on, with all this thing going on, you have to reach out to people. It's not all, yes, you're rich and stuff like that, but if you have to be reaching out to people to help you on IG, your child is doing all this, and her daughter doing all that could mean something else too. I don't need to say it, but it could mean something else. But it's still, that's not an ideal situation at all. And Summer Walker has money, certain stuff that her children probably would never know. But as for you, do not do not make a move, do not make your life decisions, do not follow in people's footsteps, because what worked out for them may not work out for you. And even though Summer Walker tried to make it seem that, she's young, rich, even have beautiful kids, if you know her about her background with the kids' father and stuff like that, even though it still is working out for her, everything is fine and stuff like that, but deep down she knows that this is not what she really wanted. She wanted it to work out with London on the track. It didn't work out, and then when it didn't work out, okay, as people go tell them, oh, it's a bunch of men out there, you will find somebody else. Yes, she did find somebody else, and that didn't work out, because what did you really learn from the first one? And she really knows this is not the situation that she wants. Yes, she has money and stuff like that, she's rich and stuff like that, but to have somebody that you could spend the rest of your life with, raise your children with, that would be the situation that she wants. But of course, people are gonna cap for the internet, thinking, showing that it seems that they happy, but deep down they are so miserable, so tired, because raising a child by yourself is already hard. You have 3 young kids under the age of what, 3, or I think the first one is probably, I would say, 3 years old, because I think she had her in 2020 or 2021. But all of the kids are under the age of 5. That is not an easy situation. And then you are a single mother. Yes, you may have all the money in the world, but that is not a situation. Yes, you say, thank you, I'm a single mom, I'm trying, I'm raising my kids, I'm making money, I'm taking care of them. But make sure you let other young girls that are watching you, that look up to you, and said, this is not an ideal situation. I would advise you to, find somebody that you can raise your children with, whether you get married or not, because you have to meet people where they are, but at least a person is there. So because a woman is not designed to have to, make the money, take care of children, cook and clean. We were not designed to do all of that. It was supposed to share those responsibilities with somebody else, which is supposed to be a husband. But so not everybody want to get married, but at least somebody else, that you on the same page, and we want to raise our children together. So that's all I had to say on the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.